champions, you'll agree. North Melbourne is the team that plays to win for you and me. Sing it one and all. Join in the chorus. North Melbourne's on the ball. Good old North Melbourne, they're champions, you'll agree. North Melbourne is the team that plays to win for you and me.
Yes, welcome back, Shin Bonus. How bloody good is that? The girls have done it and gone back to back. Comprehensive winners over the Lions. We hate them, they hate them, and we've walked away with the 2025 Premiership Cup. To break it all down, live reactions with me, we've got the big Chief. Chief, how are we?
How bloody good, Baz. We are now the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated, record-breaking, back-to-back champions. How bloody good.
Oh, it's magnificent, and we've just come off watching the end of the celebrations, and one of my favourite pods last year was when we went straight into the chair. The people seem to love it, and you know we are men of the people. So we've run it back.
No rundown, just going live reaction. How good? How good was it? 9-2, 56 to 2-4, 16, and 9 goals straight. Great kicking, great goal kicking, which was all we're always a bit nervous about, that you don't want to waste your opportunities, or the only 2 points were both rushed. So fantastic goal kicking from the girls.
And Chief Stradamus next to me. For those who saw, we put out a final word video today on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe there. We really appreciate everyone who is, but you
I gave a hot tip.
Given the hot tip of the best on ground.
Hot tip, paying it $81 to Mummy Muscles, who did the big flex when she got it.
And drop the magic as well.
Drop the magic, love it.
Let's fucking go, she says.
Love it. Yeah, so $81 she was paying, so nice little collect for me.
I got her at 41, so obviously the news spread after you dropped that, and she shortened, but still, I had 10 claims on it. That's a nice payday. Thank you very much, Mummy Muscles.
Yeah, so if we see her out somewhere, we'll have to buy her a beer.
We absolutely will. Now let's talk about her off the top, because she deserves the limelight straight away. And what a first quarter she put together. What a game she put together. But the way that she influenced the game early, you talk about Riddell, you talk about Garner, and they put a lot of work into those two, but Mummy Muscles, Eilish Sheeran, for those who might not be aware of who we're speaking about, she was huge in that first quarter.
Yeah, able to get the ball out of the stoppage from the inside to the outside just through strength, and got the ball forward. And we didn't start that well. They were on early, weren't they? Brisbane, they brought the heat, they brought the contest. They seemed to get to the outside a bit more than I'd like, and they dominated territory, dominated inside 50s, and Mummy Muscles really stood up and got the ball going our way, and then we got the game back on terms, and of course you kicked that clutch goal in the first quarter as well.
Now, avid listeners of this podcast would know that I have donned the term for Finn O'Sullivan as untackleable.
Yes.
Well, she's the other end. Once she gets her hands on you, you're going nowhere.
Yes.
And her tackle's vicious as well, and she was brilliant. 4-quarter performance. We saw the impact she had in the prelim on 56% game time from memory. She was in the best players that day, and well deserved. I'm glad they gave it to her, because she was the one, when the whips were cracking in that first 2.5 quarters, she was the one who put us in that position.
She was clearly best on ground at half-time. Clearly. And, had a good 4-quarter performance. Ash came hard late. It would have been... Well, I was getting a bit nervous with my money. Not that I was happy we won, but I thought a little payday would be nice as well. Of Because Ash was short price favourite to win it.
Just another
with
record
Jazzy.
broken for Ash. Most disposals in a grand final. She beats the GOAT, Jazzy Garner, passes her, but just, it must be getting old for Ash. Just breaking records every week.
Yeah, just standard game. She was really good as well.
But the pressure was on early. Brisbane, to their credit, did bring it, and quarter time it's 12-7, so it's anyone's game. They had a lot of repeat inside 50s for the majority of the game. They were clearly dominating territory, but we were just classy and made the most of our opportunities, as you said.
And big hand up to the back line. They had a lot of inside 50s. There was a lot of pressure, and we won all our one-on-ones pretty much down there. Their first goal was from a free kick, and they had us out the back, and tip my hat to, I'm pretty sure it was Erica O'Shea who forced a rush behind.
It was.
They had, I think it was 1-on-2, and she used the afterburners and got there first to push it through for a point. So
let's go through.
They could have easily been 2-0 up early on.
They could have. Let's
and
go
how
through.
they celebrated the first goal like they'd won the premiership.
I
So
know.
we know momentum's a big thing, but that was the first part of stopping it, not letting them get 2 goals up early.
Well, we're going to go through each line. We're going to go through every player, actually, because they all deserve it, and we know a lot of the girls listen to the pod, so they need the credit. They need to hear it directly
They
from
do,
the horse's
and
mouth.
hopefully they're having a nice refreshment. Croc already pretty much demanded the back-to-back, who's the brewer?
Stomping grounds.
Stomping Ground Brewery. I reckon he'll get a carton.
I reckon you'll be getting a few cartons free of charge. Thank you very much.
So hopefully the girls are relaxing in the sheds, having a couple of quiet ones, and probably a lot more that aren't that quiet.
Yeah, I reckon there'll be...
well done to each and every one of them.
Exactly, and we're going to go through. Let's start with that back line, the most underrated and unheralded group in the AFLW.
Well, no All Australians again. No
What
one
a disgrace.
No one can score against them, but none of them are good enough for an All Australian Guernsey apparently, because they don't have little cheap possessions because the ball never gets down there.
Look, I might have been messaging one of the group and talking about the fact, and she said, we'll show them Saturday.
Yes.
They certainly did, the back line. So let's start with Libby Birch, 4-time premiership player, never lost. We were speaking in our YouTube video today that we've never had to do a losing pod because the girls haven't lost since we've started the pod. Well, she's never played in a loss either at the North Melbourne Footy Club. So she was tremendous.
We're currently 27 wins in a row and 29 games undefeated. Yeah, since we've started the pod, we've the big down pod we had was a draw.
Yeah, throw the toys out of the cot. But yeah, Birch, another fantastic game. Her and Ferguson absolutely dominated Dakota Davidson and Taylor Smith. They were nowhere to be seen. Davidson had to take a kick out at one point, I think, just to get a kick.
Yeah, flogged them both. Did they? Taylor Smith, was she even there?
Yeah.
I reckon they'll trade her to Hawthorn for free now because she did nothing in that game. And, well, because of Ferg and Birch and the rest of the back line, they just didn't give them a look in.
Well, I think that was Ferguson's best game.
She was awesome.
She was fantastic and important intercept marks when Brisbane were having those repeat inside 50s, really challenging us. And Birch as well, great fists. Probably wasn't a game where she has 15 intercepts, but she didn't lose it one-on-one. Yeah, she had plenty. I'm not trying to undersell her game, but I think that the spoils were just as important. Is more the point I'm trying to highlight, I think. Some other defenders. Let's talk about Eliza Shannon because... Not here, but other, around the sort of circle when it was talking about Mia King and who comes out, her name was raised in different areas. She's one who can be harshly criticised at times. She was brilliant today.
Very good. Very, very good.
Last line of defence, there's Eliza Shannon to save the day yet again, many, many times tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty clean with the ball, used it well. She's one of the tools that can give you the run as well. That's what I like about her. When she's up and about, she'll give that run. So you've got 3 with her and Carney and, of course, Ricky O'Shea. A lot of bounce out of the back line.
There is, and you're getting ahead because we're talking about each player. So, of course, we're going to talk about Carney and Ricky. But no, Shannon... Obviously, the heartache of missing out on last year's flag. She gets the ultimate success, getting to be a part of it this year, and so stoked for her as well.
Yeah, absolutely deserved. And yeah, would have been unlucky to miss out. And she's hardly like for like with Mia King. So
no.
Anyway, keep going. Who's next?
Well, Erica O'Shea. Another brilliant game from her. You mentioned that last line of defence effort to rush it over when they'd already got a goal on the board, and that would have really hurt. But those desperate efforts, so sure with the footy in hand, doesn't waste it, has that bounce off halfback. Probably didn't have the numbers that we were hoping, like only 14 disposals, but the impact that in the meters gained with those 14, brilliant game from her. Awesome to see her sign on again.
Yep.
So much of this group's going to be backing it up again next year for the three-peat, and it's just so exciting to see. She was brilliant. And then, of course, the former skipper, Emma Carney. I thought that first quarter, besides Sheeran, she was their best player.
She gets a touch early, as always. The umpires thought her head must have been invisible because she got knocked in the head that many times and didn't ever get a free kick. But apart from that, she was really good. Like, she's just tough and competitive, which we love in that. And particularly early on when they were bringing the heat, she was very good out of the back line, just steadied the ship down there.
Wins one-on-ones too, doesn't she?
Wins one-on-ones, uses the ball well. It's great, but courageous with the ball in hand. Like, will take the aggressive options, but then, as you said, composed. Will take the right option as well if there's a safe one as well.
Speaking of winning one-on-ones, and she did this very early, probably one of the contenders for the most underrated player in our side, and that's Amy Smith. You just know what you're going to get with Amy week in, week out, and I think she had 8 in the first quarter as well. So when it was hot in the kitchen, she was there providing assistance on the wing, winning tough one-on-ones, and I think her ball use this year has gone to another level as well.
Yep.
One touch, clean, doesn't waste the disposal, so good with her hands, and just so sure on that wing. Like, we've banged on all year on this podcast about how the wings are so effective in our side, and you can just rely on the likes of her. Tess Craven, Gaddy's just come back. Like, they're so good.
Yeah, exactly. And they all bring something a bit different, don't they? But they're all very good. Like, we're moving on to the other wingers.
Well, just on Amy Smith, 17 disposals.
Yeah,
so.
just reliable. She's just reliable and hard and tough over the ball. Doesn't get knocked off it. Wins the one-on-ones, wins the two-on-ones. When she's the one and she's up against two, just works hard up and down the ground. You couldn't ask more.
Does the dirty work, doesn't she?
Yep. Keeps the ball alive when she has to.
Gaddy, the other one, I thought as the game went on, she really lifted, and that second half we saw that the breakout speed of Taylor Gatt that we're so used to seeing.
Yeah, and they did the lot. I think it was Tess kicked it to her, wasn't it? Yeah, hit her on the chest running and just didn't stop again. Just took them on, released the handball, got the ball moving forward. It's a set play that works beautifully. And
it takes a lot of bravery, because when she took that chest mark, the player was only probably half a metre behind her, and she thought, you're not getting me.
Yeah, I love it, because it just opens the game up, and the forwards are one-on-one, they've got space to work in. It's just that quick slingshot footy that we love, and it's exciting to watch.
It was a real arm wrestle early, and I want to give a big shout out to, what's her first name? Shannon Campbell, for that 100-metre penalty. Thanks very much for that, because that really got the score on the board for us at an important time.
That's the poster for what not to do when you give away 50. She shouldn't have given away the first one, but I'm glad they paid her, because you can't just push people over when they're on the ground. And then just got in the way. Wanted to be competitive, wanted to bump, and I thought Kate Sheila played it beautifully. Just kept her in the area, kept sort of half running into her as well to force the umpire's hand.
Yeah, exactly.
And walk to the goal line.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, let's have a look at the forwards. We'll touch on the mids last, but Vicky Wall, I thought, there's games where she kicked 2 or 3 goals, but that for mine was her most complete game this year. Her pressure on the player and the ball was tremendous. She was really clean. She has a nice little sidestep, gets on her left, penetrating kick. I thought she was really important.
Tackling was really good, really hard. No freeze against, but just really hard, contested football. Yeah, fantastic.
Then we've got her Irish partner in crime down there, Box Office Bogue. The streak's unfortunately broken, but we've got a premiership to come out of it. So I'm happy to
They put the clamps on her, didn't they? They were really worried about her, and I'm pretty sure she kicked 3 in round 5 against them.
She did.
And it was probably one of her first breakout games, although she's kicked goals in every game, as you just said. And, they were really worried about her. Of course, she kicked 3 last week in the prelim, the only forward to kick a goal. So that's fine. They clamped her, but the others got off the chain. Hello, Jenna Bruton.
Yeah, well, we'll segue to her because Hot Potato, the kids in the crowd, they were getting plenty of wiggles.
Yes,
weren't
it
they?
was good work and didn't miss all the set shots. She a bit of the silver with the kicking the last couple, just no energy wasted, just cleared the players on the line, but that's all you got to do.
Yeah, you're a bit stressed.
I was a little bit stressed.
For those playing home, Nick Larkey, quite often when he has set shots, it only just goes over the goal umpire.
Yeah,
doesn't exactly kick it into the 10th row, does he?
No, but they all went dead straight, and that's the main thing.
And she was terrific. And even before she started kicking goals, she's just so clean. You feel safe with ball in hand. I've been banging on all year that she's the most underrated player. And the fact that she's taken that selfless role of going to half forward, how often do you see players sook it up because they're not playing where they want to and potentially look to go elsewhere? A little drive-by to our number 12, but
in the men's.
Yeah. But she's played that.
Not poor flash. She's got a knee.
She's played that unselfish role, and she's really come into her own as a high half forward.
Yeah, no, very good, very good, very
And
good.
clever.
Good user, clean hands, low to the ground, gets that ground ball forward. Right, moving on to the Bellaretti. She was, again, I thought all our half forwards had their moments. Obviously, Jenna got the 3 goals, but I thought Bellaretti, throughout the game was very important, very clean. Another good user.
Kicked that important goal as well.
Yeah, kicked it. We didn't miss. That was fantastic because that's very stressful. We don't want to miss the gettables, and we got them all, and we got some that probably weren't as easy. And, yeah, she was very, very good.
I think all the half forwards contributed, and it was, to use a coaching cliche, it was Jenna's turn to get the lick of the ice cream, they all provided when it was their time. Like that position, you're not going to play 4 quarters of good footy. It's just impossible.
No, especially in the game when they dominated the inside 50s.
And it lived down there for
down
long
there for
periods
a
of
while.
time. Kate Shearlaw, I thought she was really important. Swung Clarko, he was busy eating chips.
Yeah, he was shown on the TV for those who didn't watch the TV.
Yes, and I'm nearly certain that was Blake Threadgold sitting next to him, and he's attached to the hip.
Yeah, well, he's getting free feeds from Clarko, wouldn't he? He's getting breakfast, now he's getting chips at the footy. How good's this? How good's footy?
But yeah, Croc, sorry to get back on track here a little bit. We've had a few frothies.
Yeah, we've got the
what have we got there? The Stomping Grounds 100-year celebration.
Yeah, that's 2 plugs we've given them.
Yeah, well,
contact us. So we might. Slab wouldn't go astray.
I think there'll be a Shin Bonus Pod edition probably coming from Stomping our friends at Stomping Ground. Our new friends. Anyway, yeah, Sheila worked really well going behind the ball at important times just to not give Brisbane a sniff, basically.
Yeah, and took some really courageous, good, strong marks and
wing kick-outs.
And was bringing the ball to ground, like as we said earlier. Davison and what's the other one? Smith didn't get a look in early. I think Davison took 1 chest mark. That was it. Yeah. So, and she was a big part of that. Obviously, we've already mentioned Ferg and Birch and Shannon, but Sheila getting back to help out, and we haven't got to her yet, but Kim Rennie took a really strong defensive mark as well.
She did.
When the game was still in the balance.
Our other key forward who I thought tried to hard out, as per usual, Talia Randall, kicked a really important goal.
Yeah.
Just doesn't lose.
No. And so the ball wasn't being kind to her early. She was bringing it to ground. She was providing the contest. She provides the pressure when it hits the ground, which is great for a tall. And that mark she took, with a lead-out mark, and then just drilled it from about 25 dead in front. So it was, fantastic. And I think that put us fairly comfortable lead at that stage, didn't it? But there was
they are as strong a dukes as you are ever going to see.
I said she's probably got the best contested mark in the club.
I agree.
Ugh.
No arguments here.
Yeah, she's fantastic. And got a bit of treatment too.
Oh, they were,
The
Brisbane.
first one when she took the chest mark and they fell right into the back, a bit of unsatiable hawks under Clarko about that. But she just takes it in a stride.
I thought the girls, just to move slightly aside to your point there, really played it well. Brisbane tried to get under our skin and we just let
They
it.
tried to rough us up. Yeah, tried to be tough, that's fine. But we just played the ball and look how it ended up.
But we didn't take
it back, baby.
We didn't take a backward step either. Like,
No, that's right.
Ruby coming in to show support and then she gets decked in another 50. So,
yeah.
well, I thought we played it really smart of flying the flag but not going overboard.
Not giving away silly frees.
Brisbane
and 50s.
completely lost the plot in that regard.
Yep.
Right, I really want to talk about Alice O'Loughlin because I thought she was fantastic today. Tonight, I should say.
Same.
Tough, pressure, good use, composed. I really liked what I saw from Alice. And coming back from that injury, probably a little bit inconsistent in form, but I thought she put it all together. And she is a big game player because obviously broke out, in our opinions, in the 23 grand final that we lost after Jenna went down.
Yeah, she had to play that role, and that was her best game to that stage of her career. She was fantastic. I probably had her best on for us, probably just behind Jazzy.
In the 23 grand.
Yeah, in the 23. Yeah, I thought she was really good in that game. As disappointing as it was to now look back, but we're back to back, and we're well on our way to our 9-peat.
Well, there's plenty of... I've got some listener questions coming, or some listener thoughts, I should say. It is late, so I don't know how many we'll have, but I have had a little look at some of them, and there's plenty of comments about your 9-peat call.
It's still on.
It's still on. 7 more to come. I'll be a bit flat when we get to 9, and if we don't get to 10, I'll be blaming you. Anyway, yeah, Alice, I thought fantastic game from her. We've seen her kick bags of, 3, 4.
Yep.
But that was a really complete performance as that high half forward. Big tick to
Yeah,
her.
she went back with the flight at one stage, which is very courageous, especially considering the injury she had earlier in the season.
Yeah, it's been remarkable. I mean, I know I've spoken about it a few times on this pod, but her ability to come back and play, let alone put her body on the line like that after such a scary injury.
Yep.
And the turnaround, like she was expected to miss a lot of footy. I think she only missed 1 or 2 weeks in the end.
Yeah,
it wasn't much.
Might have been 1 or 2 more than that, but I can't remember. It wasn't as long as expected.
No, and just a competitor.
Yep.
So big tick to Alice. Rounding out the forward line, Emma King. Now there was a lot of talk about her position in the side if Mia was to come in. Didn't have a great deal of time on ground, but took a huge clunk.
Yes.
So it was really important. I think that was the Bellaretti goal from memory, was it?
Yeah, I think it was. And then she's obviously laced her out beautifully.
Yes, I apologise if it's not right, listeners, because I'll be watching this game about 5 more times before Monday.
Absolutely. I'm very confident it was Bellaretti. Yeah, and Bella obviously made no mistake from dead in front.
Some of her tap work was pretty good
too.
King.
She went in the ruck, so gave Kim Rennie a good chop out there. So, yeah, she was... And obviously the weather was kind. It was obviously a good day, or night, I should say. And, her marking, she took a couple of clunks, which just helps.
Exactly right. Let's talk about the engine room, the midfield, but got beaten early.
We were beaten, and they were getting the ball to the outside. They were doing, to us, what we do to most teams. Even when we got first hands on it, it was a smother or a rushed handball or something, and then they'd win it back. They seemed to be a bit quicker to get onto that loose ball, and then they worked it to the outside, and then they had Hodder or another similar player high up, where they'd kick it to about 70 out, rather than dumping it to our back line. That was when they were at their best, and they were just a couple of little concerns. The game was still up for grabs, but we soon sorted them out.
It certainly did. Let's talk about some of the midfielders. As I said, Kim Rennie.
Yeah, I thought she battled hard. Yeah, obviously that great mark when the game was still well and truly in the balance, in the back, deep in the back line. Just got back and helped out and clunked it, one grab.
Thought her follow-up work was good again.
Yep.
And yeah, she's always an option in that corridor. We saw her used a couple of times again tonight when we were exiting, sort of, at the arcs.
Yep.
She gets hit up in that corridor and really important. Good user, just reliable. And that's a common theme between so many of these girls, is that there's no fluctuation. Like sometimes you see players and they're brilliant, then they're poor the next week. They're just so consistent.
Yeah, she's like Amy Smith, isn't she, on the wings? You just plug her in. And I thought she competed really well in the ruck when we were losing the clearances. I don't think it was her fault. I think we end up winning the clearances.
Yeah, well,
but certainly when
look in a minute.
Yeah, when the game was hot, we seemed to be losing in that first quarter. And then we, unlike us, we couldn't really clear the back line in the first quarter. We'd get it out to 60, 70 out and it comes straight back in, which is why they had so many inside 50s.
We actually won the clearances 28-15, believe it or not.
Wow. Well, maybe it was more the centre clearances. I don't know what they were. You might look
7-all, so maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think early they had the dominance, but we obviously fought back. And when you win by 40 points, you're going to get on top in most stats.
Yeah, the Brisbane still won the inside 50s for those interested by 5. And that was 15-30 at one point from memory.
Yeah, and we were in front. So that's how
they were in front.
No, I mean on the scoreboard,
yes, okay.
where the only stat that actually counts, the scoreboard. We were in front, but they'd had twice as many inside 50s, which I'll say it again because they're unheralded. The back line really stood up.
Yes, another unheralded player, Ruby Tripodi, pod favourite.
Yep.
You just plug her in. You know, she's going to tackle hard. She's going to attack the footy hard, and had her moments as well, as all the girls did. And I thought another great performance, and another player who had a breakout 24.
Yep.
And again, didn't just be content with winning a flag and improving. Got to work, improved her game yet again, and
yeah, I think she told us she had to improve her running to get more midfield time, and she's clearly done that because especially with Mia King going out, she's been in there pretty much every centre bounce. Obviously, she rotates off, but that's where she's been, and she's done a great job.
Does a lot of the unnoticed work. Obviously, we've got Ash and Jazz who probably take a bit more of an aggressive approach, where she's holds her structure well, is that defensive-minded mid, and
is a great extractor.
That she is. Let's talk about Ash Riddell next. So obviously we mentioned off the top that she's broken the record for most disposals in a grand final.
Just another record breaker for Ash.
Yeah.
Just breaks them every second week, it seems.
I think she only had 24 or something last week, so oh boy.
Yeah.
Really out of form.
Yeah. But no, she was good, particularly late, and like she really ran the game out, 4-quarter performance.
And obviously won the league's best and fairest during the week, which I don't think we've had an opportunity to speak about yet.
No,
so a huge congratulations to her.
Yes, we did mention her now. What was that? The last word you put out today.
Yes.
Yeah, so we did mention it then, but we'll mention it again because it's our first as a North player. Obviously, Emma Carney won one, but that was when she was a Bulldog.
And thank you to everyone who's commented on the YouTube video as well. We don't like getting our mugs on, but the support has been really good. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything there. Jazzy Garner, let's talk about the GOAT, because stood up when it mattered yet again.
Yep.
Wasn't her most prolific game, but then you look at the stats and she's had 26 and kicked that important goal. So just a captain's performance. She's just so reliable. That common theme of just players doing their role and performing.
Yeah, I was pretty confident at 3-quarter time, to be fair. But when she kicked the first goal, the last quarter, I thought that is absolutely game over.
I was looking up the merch.
Yeah, well, we don't like to go the early call because I've watched far too much sport, but they'd put it beyond doubt.
This side, though, I've got a lot.
I had absolute faith.
It's
I'm just saying, you don't want to be a smart ass.
It's not 2013 watching the Brad Scott-led team where you're up 6 goals in 10 minutes and you're still no chance.
And then he comes on the presser and tells us it's an easy fix.
Yeah, well, in Croc, we have full faith.
Yes, we do. Croc, what a legend. Well, we'll get to him later, I suppose. We've got to keep going with the players. The ones on the field who got the job done.
We've got one left, and that is Tess Craven. And saved her for last because this common theme of reliability, improvement, and sustained improvement, not just improving for a year and then fluctuating a little bit. She was very, very good yet again tonight.
Yeah. And the ball use is, like, that's a one wood, isn't it? But she was very good.
And it's good to see her get recognised as well. Kate McCarthy, over the last few weeks on the Channel 7 call, has been talking about how she's right in the conversation for best kick in the comp. And she deserves that.
Yep. You haven't missed anyone, have you?
I don't think so. You talk a little bit more about Tessa's game while I run my eye through because I'd hate to miss somebody.
Yeah, well, it's hard on that wing role, especially when and this goes for all the wingers, but especially when they're dominating possession, dominating inside 50s, they can go missing. But when it was because the ball's not coming out to them. But all our wingers, and we're talking about Tess now, really used the ball well and damaged the opposition when they got their chance. Because it can be a bit of a starvation if the play's on the other wing or it's deep in the back line all the time and you're there for the release kick and it doesn't come. But all year, I think our wingers, I mean, we bang on about our mids, but they're part of the mids. And the way they hold their width, the way they work up and down the ground and the way they use the ball is just what sets us apart from most other teams, or all other teams. We had 3 elite wingers.
I could not agree more.
Okay. Did you look up and miss no one?
We've got everyone.
Yeah,
we're all good.
Because I wouldn't have slept well if we'd
look. And if we, for some reason, haven't, I'll dedicate a whole pod to them.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Because I'm pretty sure we.
Well, we better get to the coach. Oh, Croc, how good.
Loves the story.
Loves the story, apparently. Daggy dad, so I can relate to that.
Yeah, and hasn't Caroline Wilson had to eat some humble pie, saying that it was a boys' club and that that's the only reason he's been brought in, and he's the best coach in the AFLW. He's galvanised this group. We've got the best culture in the league, the tightest group, and it shows.
Well, the players love him. The staff love him. So what more can you do? They wouldn't say it if they didn't mean it. But good players from other teams, Libby Birch, Mummy Muscles, want to come and play under him. And get back to Sharon. We're going to get it right one day.
She had plenty of the Sharon today.
Well, she did. She had lots of the Sharon. She apparently wanted to go home to New South Wales to Sydney. And Sydney said, "Oh, you're too competitive."
Well, I did
or
say
too intense or something like that.
No, it's too... what was the word they used? Intense. I think
yeah,
it was
too intense.
And I said to
bad luck, Sydney. You don't want intense or competitive players, do you?
No.
What do you want?
They just want to... That just shows the gap between clubs that give a shit about the AFLW program.
Yeah, exactly. I want intense players, competitive.
Yeah. Oh, and I said to you earlier in the week when I saw this, imagine if Emma Carney was there. They'd be in a fetal position within 20 minutes.
Yeah, there must be... Yeah. I don't know what to say about it. But it's not about Sydney. This is about us.
It's strange, though, because Malloy doesn't give off the vibe that... Normally, she seems like she'd be fairly intense. But anyway, this about not really talking about Sydney. But
no, but their loss is absolutely our gain, and she's got the medal to prove it.
Exactly.
You want someone who's fairly intense coming out on grand final day and winning the hardball, which she did magnificently.
That's exactly right. But yeah, a huge congratulations to the girls, of course. It's fantastic. I'm sure we've missed stuff, but we're going to get to...
the most prestigious award in all of the AFLW, the Emma Carney. Best player for the Shimboners Award. Okay, well, I'm taking the new ball.
All right.
Okay, I've gone 5. Ailesh Sheeran.
He's done
I
it.
got it. So she gets 5. We've spoken about her, just fantastic. And it's nothing to do with the fact that I made a little side bet and got some money off it. 4 I gave to Ash Riddell. I thought she was really good. 39 possessions. She's just in there, worked all day. 3 I gave to Tess Craven. I thought her impact when she had the ball was really good. Ball use is elite. I gave 2 to Eliza Shannon. I'd like to... There's just a word of warning. There's 16 very unlucky players because we're going to go 5-1, and that's how we do it. It's set in stone. But I thought Eliza Shannon was really good, competed really well. Got a lot of hands in, a little taps on, I noticed. There's going to be some unlucky players not to get in there, but I thought she was really good. And the GOAT, Jazzy Garner, I gave her 1. Wasn't... This sounds harsh. Wasn't her best game, but she was still very good. Last year she won the medal. I don't think she was in the conversation for winning the medal, but she was still there.
She still had 26.
Yeah, well, I don't look at the stats, but I just get off the field. But just impacted throughout the day.
My votes are very similar, so I'll get through them fairly quickly. But the 5 votes, of course, goes to Elise Sheeran. Just fantastic. And the stat that I love the most from her is the 11 tackles.
Yes.
And I've told you that once she gets a hold of you, you're going nowhere.
Yeah. And she breaks tackles as well. That's what I like. She was able to release that long left foot quite often out of the congestion.
4 votes I gave to Ash Riddell as well. You know, there's not much more we can say about Ash that we haven't said over the last couple of months and
last 2 years.
Yeah, that she's just gone from strength to strength. Another huge day out for her. 3 votes. I've gone a little bit different. I've given it to Jenna Bruton. She's so many times this year she's been unlucky not to poll votes. And on the biggest stage, she comes out and kicks 3 goals. Hot potatoes pumping.
Yeah.
The 12 disposals. Only had 4 kicks.
Yeah.
3 of them went through the big sticks.
Yep.
So she gets my 3 votes. I've also given 2 votes to Eliza Shannon. Thought down back. It's we try with this medal not to make it a midfielder's medal. The problem with the back line is they're all so consistent.
They're all really good. They all could have been in the votes. And I'm like...
Ferguson could have been in there.
Fergie
she
could have been in there.
Marks.
Yeah, or she kept a player probably touchless. Yeah. I mean, Smith, did she touch it? I think she went up on the wing at one stage and maybe got a kick, but that was about it. Same for Livy Birch. Just her player or opponent hardly ever touched it, and she was really good with her intercepts.
Taylor Smith's had 9 disposals. I can't believe that.
Well, she must have got them all up on the wing, or did she go in the ruck or something?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Who cares?
Who cares? But I thought Ferg flogged her.
Yeah. Yep. Same with Birch on Davidson as well.
Yep. All the back line were really good. The 2 runners off there, Carney and Ricky O'Shea.
And the 1 vote I've given to Tess Craven, so I apologise to the GOAT.
Yep.
But couldn't quite squeeze in there. And I really wanted to get Alice O'Loughlin in. So
did I. I want to get Jenna in too.
Yeah.
She kicked 3 in the grand final, but we kicked 9. Bella Eddy I thought was good throughout the night.
But this is the thing.
And the whole back line
for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said there'd be 16 very unlucky players. But guess what? They're all premiership players.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are back to back.
And to the girls listening, as I'm sure I know a lot of them do, just the amount of joy that you give us as supporters to watch. You've completed the back-to-back. It's just an absolute pleasure. I'm sure you're sick of hearing, but we've had a rough time going through in our other program, watching the men's, and the manner in which that you play. You're an unbeatable team, but you're brilliant people. The interactions you see post-game, you take the time. I remember last year, just to go on a little waffle story, but after the Richmond game,
down here,
pissing down with rain, in Launceston, sorry. Been pissing down with rain. It was windy. It was cold. It would have been so easy to go, I'm going to have a shower, warm up, whatever. And would have been 20, 30 minutes. The girls spent, all of them, out talking to the people who attended and taking the time out. And that just shows the character of the group. So there's no one that deserves it more than the whole group, not just the 21 who played today. It was good to see Sarah Wright in the huddle.
Yep.
Ella Slocum played this year. Mia King, obviously the heartbreaking story with her, but she'll get plenty more opportunities to win silverware. Flash.
Tassie's own. Well, Mia's from Tassie as well.
Good to see Flash present the cup.
Yeah.
So it's just a credit to everyone involved.
I like to say a big thank you to the girls and Croc and the whole program, because if you're not on board with the AFLW and these Kanga girls, these
sleeping.
True shimboners, you're missing out. Yeah, because they play an exciting brand of football, and as you said, probably even more importantly, they're all ripping people.
Exactly right, and
they give their time. We've had a few of them on the pod. We'd like to have them all on the pod, but we struggle to get time to do the pod some weeks, and there's certainly not a lot of prep going into it.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to do pods with not a lot of rundown, and when you got kids to try and figure it out.
Full-time jobs, yes. Anyway, enough of us whinging about it. It's just fantastic. It brings joy to us watching it, and we're all anxiously nervous, but was never really in doubt.
No.
From half-time onwards.
We'll have a full rundown of the final tally, but I can announce that the winner of the 2025 Emma Carney Player of the Year award is Ash Riddell. So
Well done.
caps off a fantastic year winning that. And for those playing at home, Jazzy Garner was our inaugural winner last year.
Yeah, and she finished second. They were the two clear, and we're going to have to get the calculator out to work out after tonight's votes because they're all very tight.
It was a log jam.
It was a log jam
until about 14th.
Yeah, there was. So anyway, no doubt you'll put that up on the socials, and we'll probably read it out on our next pod.
No doubt about that.
Yes, which is we're winding up, or we're going to glow a bit more. If so, you're going to have to go to the fridge and get me another stomping ground 100 years.
Yeah, we'll have
We might win the premiership for the next 100 years. What do you reckon?
Yeah, so
I just cap it at 9.
Last year we won the flag and you said we're winning 9 in a row. Now you've said 100. But
Well, it's got 100 here. That's got to be some sort of omen.
I did like the people at the ground with the signs created saying we may never lose again.
Yes.
Because that's how it's feeling. We're
Love
on
it.
cloud 9.
Yep. And the girls are, what's their motto? Every day come in and improve. And a lot of them are still only in their early 20s.
Exactly.
And we've got people lining up to come to the club.
Yeah. And I said to you as a joke, and she sort of calmed these rumours a little bit post-game in her interview on Channel 7, but I said to you with about 11 minutes to go, if I was Croc, I'd be taking Carnes off and saying, you're not coming back on till you sign the contract. Because she would have been desperate to be on the ground at the end. So.
Exactly. She'd have signed it.
But obviously family first, but what an absolute star she is. And
and a big driver behind why this program's so successful.
Yes, and she, for those who might be new, we named the award after her. She was our first female guest and obviously such an important figurehead at the club as the first captain, first signing.
Yep.
And just a ripper person as well. So.
Yep.
Right, that's about us, but we'll say that we will be having some more stomping grounds. Once I wrap this up, we better go up and buy it because they sold out like that last year. We've obviously got some of the Premiership edition still left from last year. But the back-to-back edition will be just as good to have.
Yeah, we've had a quick look on the club website at the merch that's out already.
Brilliant. It's got the sort of boxing kangaroo with 24 and 25 on the gloves. I love it. I'll be buying some merch and make sure you get around the girls.
Well, next year they'll have to put one on the tail for our 3-peat on their way to the 9-peat.
I look forward to when they do the Jordan edition where he sits there with his 6 rings or whatever.
Yeah.
And they can what's Brady? He's got 7 in the NFL.
Yes.
I think like that. Anyway, we're not talking about NFL. My team lost this morning, but the girls put a smile on my face, a massive smile on my face to end the day. 40 points, the victors, back-to-back premiers, and well on their way.
Can't keep the smiles off our faces. It was high fives all around your lounge room where we watched it. Even your little son, he was getting into it. Then he was watching something else, and he was like, "Quiet, please." No, there's too much excitement going on here, young lad, young deputy, the deputy chief.
Yeah, he's only 3 years old, and he's got a late night out of it, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a late night.
The end.
Yeah. He loves the Kangas.
He certainly does. Right, that's about enough of us waffling. We'll be back, of course.
We're going to do a draft review. We'll get back on the men's program, talk about the draft, aren't we? Yeah. We haven't actually talked about the draft. No. It was about 2 weeks ago, but we've been so invested in the back-to-back girls that we haven't forgotten about the men.
And I think we'll get one of the girls on. I want to know, this is my parting question to you.
Yep.
This is what fascinates me the most.
Okay.
Who's going to be best on in the celebrations?
Well, it's normally Ferg.
So they say, yeah.
So they say. I reckon, I'm going to go to left field. I don't know if it's left field or not. I reckon Jenna Bruton.
Jenna?
Yeah, I reckon she's going to quietly assassinate them all.
I like how she's like a cunners and hates doing media.
Yeah,
that's
love it.
Another reason why I love Jenna.
That's true Shimbone stuff there.
I think Alice could... Depending on what the situation is with the liver. Well, it's only a laceration on the liver, but it's probably going to cop a pounding when she celebrates well.
Yes.
As all the girls will, and look forward to hearing maybe one or two.
Who's best
story.
on? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. All right. Well, can't believe it. Well, I can believe it because we're so good, but it's just very satisfying that we're back to back, baby. Garner Kangas.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be back to touch base later on about the draft and hopefully get one of the girls on to relive it a little bit more. We've gone off the cuff, so we've probably missed some stuff. The one thing you get on this pod, there won't be any editing. We just go off the hip. We appreciate all your continued support. Make sure you like, subscribe. That's us. Congratulations once again to the back-to-back premiers, the North Melbourne Footy Club. We're stoked. Until next time, go Roos!
So join in the chorus and sing it one and all. Join in the chorus, North Melbourne's on the ball. Good old North Melbourne, they're champions, you'll agree. North Melbourne is the team that plays to win for you and me. And sing it one and all. Join in the chorus, North Melbourne's on the ball. Good old North Melbourne, they're champions, you'll agree. North Melbourne is the team that plays to win for